so I'm looking forward to this.
Hello, hello. Sound check 1. Sound check 2. And maybe a sound check 3.
Alright, I think we're ready to send it over to Yogi.
Alright, hello, hello, hey, hey, boo-boos. Diesel says go right ahead, so let's get started. Before I even register, we should maybe quickly talk about Ultima, like really quick Ultima history. So speedrun summary. Ultima 1, there was a bad wizard named Mundane. Boom, we beat him up. Ultima 2, there was this enchantress named Minax. Boom, we beat her up. And now we're here in Ultima 3. But Mundane and Minax were secretly lovers, and they had this weird, like, computer human demon baby named Exodus, or something like that. Nobody knows what it really is. But he's terrorizing the lands, and we have to form a group to stop him. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm gonna make that party. Let's make a file first of all. We'll call it Kappa. Alright, the file is created. So now we get to choose 4 party members. Oh, by the way, the timer is going to start on the overworld when, I'll just say time when it's ready to start, but when the sprite first appears on the overworld. But let's create that handmade party. The race doesn't really matter for the speedrun, so we gotta go with Fuzzy. Because, yeah, I mean, there's humans, elves, dwarves, bobbits, and fuzzies, and I guess a bobbit is like a bootleg hobbit, and the race doesn't really matter anyways, because the race determines the max stats that are attainable, but we're just gonna go with the base stats. Now, for the party leader, we can either pick Druid or Ranger. You won't ever see Fighter, Lark. You can see the Cleric and the Tass, but not here. The Illusionists, Wizards, we'll see a bunch of Wizards. Wizards are OP. The leader can be the Druid or the Ranger. The Alchemist we won't see, the Thief we won't see, the Paladin we won't see, and the Barbarian we won't see. So here we go. The leader, we're gonna go with the Ranger because the leader used to be Druid, but now we can do it with Ranger, so let's just do it. The sprite is a little better maybe. And the Ranger needs, you get 50 stat points here. You can put them wherever you want, but the Ranger has to have Intelligence and Wisdom just maxed out. That'll give him his 12 mana that he needs. And so that is going to be the party leader. We'll call him Best. Paladin is the best waifu. TMR had the honey. So let's go with the second member, gonna be a fuzzy wizard. And the only stat that matters on a wizard is intelligence. The rest doesn't matter, but if you mess up, I guess strength is okay to have. But really the only stat that is important is intelligence. That'll give him 25 mana. And we'll call this one of... Let's see, we're gonna need a couple more wizards because we only have 2 party members so far. And we'll just give everybody strength and int. All the wizards are gonna get the same thing. And I like the fuzzies, guys. You gotta go with fuzzy. Oh yeah, how this all started. I started with, of course, Qbert when I started speedrunning, and then I moved to Ultima 4 because I found a neat route from the X-Man. And after that, I went on to Ultima 5 because no one had done it, and Ultima 5 isn't very good. This is actually not that good of a port, I would say. If you want to play an Ultima game, you should really play the PC version. They cut out a lot of stuff from this version, but it has some pretty neat tricks in here, anyways. So it'll be a good time. But yeah, we found a bunch of tricks with Nanogith, and Nanogith has the TAS on this game, and he helped me out a lot. I found some stuff out on my own. I found the audio cue at the very beginning, and of course Press J Poke did this run a lot before me, and he was one of the I guess the founding fathers of this game, I guess. But he found a lot of strats, so it was basically Press J Poke and Nanogith. So let's make this third wizard here. And we'll point out some of these glitches and tricks when they come up, and who found them. So basically this run is a combined effort between multiple people. And you gotta thank the TAS, the guys that make the TAS. A lot of these tricks and a lot of these speedruns wouldn't happen without them. Like Nanogith gave me a really good idea to figure out the audio cue at the beginning. So anyways, let's get out of these menus here. We'll form the party. We got our ranger leader and our 3 wizards. And the first thing that happens, we're gonna skip this cutscene, but I have to do a trick here. And I'll just say time when I actually get the run going. So here we go. I'm gonna try for this trick. Okay, it's kinda tricky. It's a very precise. I think I got it there, and time. Okay, so what I was doing there is powering on the game. There's a frame counter that starts, and you have to precisely menu there. And I think I got it. Okay, we immediately head to the Cave of Fire here, and we're gonna descend down to floor 4 as I spin for some mana. Spin to win. This is a pretty precise trick, so I gotta focus here. And I'll explain what happened later. Ooh, I don't think that was good. Okay. Let's try that one more time. That's a pretty precise trick there. I didn't get it that time. Okay, well, we should be fine this time. Spinning for some mana, yeah. Two, three, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 2. Got it. Explain this in a little bit. This requires some focus here. Here we go, here's the second one. And there we go, we got both of them, nice. Second attempt, that's fine. So we're getting the Mark of the Force and the Mark of the Fire on everyone, and we're doing it all in the dark and with these crazy audio cues that allow me to land wherever I want in the dungeon. Now we're climbing up a ladder to floor 5, and now we're just going to use the wizards to ascend out of here. Basically, when the power goes on, a frame counter starts, and every frame the counter goes up by 1, and depending on what number you're at is where you'll land when you cast Descend and Ascend. So I kind of figured out a couple spots where I could just land wherever I want. So previously this was only done by the tasks, which is why I kind of had to be quiet there. But now the rest of the run should be smooth sailing. I am a big fan of audio cues. Alright, now the Cave of Fire is done and we gotta do a little farming here. Not too much, it's not Dragon Quest level farming, but here we have 6 goblins, that'll be worth 16 experience. Or what am I saying here? 18. Goblins and orcs are worth 3 experience each, and there's also undead and ghouls. Also, it's notable that when you cast this repel spell, you have to do it when the right foot is raised, or the spell just misses. Alright. Okay, let's add 9 experience. There's a lot of math going on here. So all 3 of them survived. So that's -7. So if I start saying random numbers, it's because I'm trying to manipulate the next fight. There we go. That should be 8, I think. Yeah. So I have detailed notes on the technical details of this run. If you check at the very bottom of my Twitch page, if you're interested in the details. But basically, NanoGith came up with these charts, and this is 22 steps to the next battle. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. This should be another 8-pack. Yeah, and it's undead. Undead is 4 experience per guy. Goblins and orcs only 3, so it's much better to get the undead, because we'll need 400 experience total on that ranger to get to level 5. Alright, next battle is going to be, maybe I don't have to move at all. Yep, we're just going to sit here. These are always good. So I came up with most of the audio cues in the cave that we just did. NanoGith came up with these charts, which I'm looking at, to get these 8-packs. These monsters can come in packs of anywhere from 1 to 8. And looks like we're gonna get a 1 cycle there. So that's great. So we can just sit here again. Get another 8-pack. You don't want to have like 1 or 2 orcs or something. You want the big packs and just AoE them all down real quick. I'm gonna have to do a little wizard manipulation there, so that the ranger can 2-cycle it still. And the next battle is going to be in 14 steps. This is kind of like routing, improvisational routing. So it's not the same every time. And see there, I only got 7, so we got close. So we're at about, I think, 173. And then you have to do additional math. If some of them survive sometimes, you have to do additional math. So there's like all kinds of math going on right now. I think 5 steps to the next battle. If we can even find the next battle here. Okay, there it is. They'll usually appear out of the forest here. Okay, we got close again there. So while that AoE is going off, I'm looking at the charts to see what to do next, because it's never the same. This one should be maybe 6 steps to the next battle. And you can either take a step, well, every time I say step, you can take a step, or you can hit the B button. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's hope that's right. Nope. So sometimes there's a 50-50 chance that you're wrong. And oh man, I almost got it there. So my PB is really hard to beat because it's really clean on this experience grind, and this is the split that you have to beat to PB. You have to do the experience grind very well. Okay, I think we're looking at 16 steps. Once you stop getting 8 packs, it's really hard to get back on track. Let's try that. Ah, there we go. This grind's about 266 in, I think. And yeah, these undead have a funky little dance going on. Okay, we got about 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 28 steps to this one. Alright, this is probably the worst pattern here, because this is a 3 cycle. Okay, and I'm gonna start heading to town. Okay, here we go. Like, I don't know which pattern this is until the first AoE goes off, and certain ones will be remaining, and depending on the pattern of which ones are remaining is how you know what to do next. Sometimes the wizards need to give it a little RNG wiggle, and sometimes they don't have to do anything. And based on that pattern, I now have to wait 5 steps, but that guy's not moving, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sometimes look at these random dudes that don't even come after you. Hey, it's Shiner. Check out Shiner later for some Fazanadu. I hope I'm saying that right. I could never decide whether it's Fax or a Z sound, but he is going to be amazing, I hope. Let's just go into town here. You can go into, this is the town of U. We need to stop by here to get the pray command. This kind of puzzled TMR when he played this, because you talk to this old guy right here, and all of a sudden he says something about praying, and you get this pray command, but it's on this second hidden menu that you get to by hitting the select button. So we got the pray command. Usually you would get the silver horn here as well, but we don't need that. And coming out of a town, it's going to be random, so maybe we won't get an 8-pack here, but hopefully we get something good, and we did get something very nice here. Another 28 experience. We're at 354 out of 400. This should take the step count down to 4. This routing on the fly is very tricky, because it's always going to be different. Oh, I got the 50-50 wrong one. Well, that's no big deal. We'll just go 27. And hopefully that's it. Well, we got close. We're almost done with this grind, guys. And it should be 2, maybe? Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 until the next one. Ooh, nice. I think that'll do it. So before this this sort of manipulation happened, you just had to kind of get lucky that you got big packs. But now, if you have a good run, you can pretty much get 8 every time. I kind of got off to a rough start there, but when we got through it, this should be 416 experience on the Ranger. So we can go to town here. Yep, that's 416. Usually you should just keep track on a calculator, but I just wanted to make sure. So we have to go here into town, or the castle, and talk to Lord British, and the Ranger will level all the way up to 5. The wizards are still level 1, the Ranger got all of that experience. That's why you pick the Ranger, so you can AoE any kind of pack possible. And this is where the magic happens. Or the magic begins, I guess. There wasn't enough magic already. We're gonna save, do a quick reset. Resetting resets the RNG of the game. Maybe we'll figure out how to route that out of the run someday, but not yet. And we have to take 2 steps extra leaving town. So that was 1, dodging that NPC, and here's 2. And magic! We got a ship in a whirlpool. Usually you would have to search for these. More magic. We now have 1 pirate. So by going to a specific moon phase there, I was able to get only 1 pirate here. There can be 1 to 8 pirates, and now we gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra steps into the whirlpool. Yeah, this game is really hard, Gilder, if you're blind in it. Also, it doesn't help that it's the NES port, and there's actually stuff missing. They put in all these random NPCs that don't say anything, and then they left out at least 1 vital clue needed to beat the game. I don't think they tell you anywhere in the game that you're supposed to pray at the shrines to get the cards. So now we have some sweet, mellow ambrosia music. The ship went down into the whirlpool, into ambrosia. And we are here because we need to pick up the 4 cards needed to start the ending sequence. Basically, Exodus is this sort of computer human demon type thing, and we need these 4 cards to take him out. It doesn't make much sense, but just nod your head. So here's the first shrine. You can buy stats at these shrines, but in this run we don't need any stats except the base stats. So let's talk to the... Actually, we pray at that guy and get the Card of the Moons. It's the first of 4 cards. we don't need to keep track of steps here in Ambrosia. We do need to keep track of extra steps for another pirate manipulation coming up. And there's also a neat little trick here coming up that's, I believe, Fresh J Poke found. And this is the ship glitch. This is the first glitch in the game, actually. And it's already glitched, so here we go. Basically, the game doesn't handle sprites that are on top of each other very well, so instead of fighting those pirates and then getting this ship that was underneath those pirates, we just kind of manipulate the ship to be on top. All ready to go, just jump right in. So we're gonna pick up the second card here. Alright, 2 down. Go back to our ship. And there is a lot of RNG is now gone from this game, but there is this wind, this stupid wind when you're sailing in a boat. That's something I can't control, and sometimes it really slows you down, and there's nothing you can really do about it. The other RNG is orcs / goblins versus undead, and the experience farm, and that's frame based, so I can't really do anything about that. You just gotta keep resetting until you get a bunch of 8 packs of undead, basically. So here we go. Nice little sound effects there. Oh man, it just got real dark. We're lost in Ambrosia. It's actually really easy to get lost in here. So hopefully I remember where to go. So if you mess up the routes, the manipulation gets messed up a bit. Alright, here we go, 3rd shrine. Now normally in a casual run you would buy a bunch of int for your wizard, or wizards, hopefully. Hopefully you have a bunch of wizards. And you would get spells like rot or kill or things like that. Rot is pretty good because it takes all your enemies down to 1 health, and then they can just finish them off with missiles. But after this 3rd shrine, we're going to status glitch. This is another one. We're going to go into the status menu and then cancel out of it, and then after that, we're never going to let go of the D-pad. And if we do this, all of the enemies in Ambrosia, you haven't seen any yet, will not move. Okay, there's 2. I'm going to add 2 to the count. But yeah, I'm not letting go of the D-pad here. And there is enemies here in Ambrosia. They're in the southwest corner, and you'll never see them in the speedrun, hopefully. Okay, that's... Oh man, that was bad. 8. I'm slipping off the D-pad there. Okay, hopefully I didn't mess it up. Call that about 8. So we're at 17, so gotta get to 38, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm not confident in this. Ugh, oh my god. This is worst case scenario, probably. Man, I've been nailing this manipulation all over. Sorry guys. That marathon curse. least we had a good cuber run earlier. This 5-pack, and I don't know if we'll be okay here. It's really a big time loss to get more than one pirate. But I should always be able to get one pirate here. It's always pretty unfortunate. Well, we get to see a long pirate fight. This is really bad. Oh man. We're all out of mana. Oh, dies. This could be really bad. Oh man, guys. What have I done? Do I have time? Well, if we run over, just cut me off, I guess. That was about the worst thing that could have happened. I'm sorry guys, I've been up a really long time. Alright, I should be okay. Here we go. We're back on track. There we go, there's one pirate again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright guys, let's do this here. Sorry about that. Kind of been awake for a while. But yeah, thanks to Bad Breaks and Beazle and Mythical and everyone behind the scenes, Dex Tech, for putting this together. Thanks for having me. Sorry I failed here, but I guess these things happen. When you only get one shot at it. Of course, if it was just speedrun attempts, you would just reset and no problems. Actually, you would probably reset once you start getting a bunch of orcs and goblins. Alright, there we go. There's the first card. Fiesel, how about that Ultima 4 race? I tried to get him to do it, but perhaps it wouldn't be the best, since the game is so open-ended. Well, on the bright side, we get to hear some of this sweet ambrosia music. Alright, here comes this ship glitch again. Okay, there's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8, there's 10, there's 12. I hope. Here's hoping that was 12. Alright, we pick up the second card one more time. Towards that third shrine again. There's a bunch of stuff you won't see in the speedrun anymore. There's a food mechanic. So all this time your team's getting hungry, so you have to buy food. There's horses. I think they don't really make you go faster, and they just decrease your rate of food consumption. Let me focus here. There you go. Alright, another status glitch here. Let me like firmly hold the controller this time. Instead of goofing around and losing my grip. Because it's important to not let go of the D-pad. And you tend to want to mash down on the D-pad as hard as you can, which is kind of bad for precision. This is some precision RPG walking here. There we go, that wasn't that hard, was it? I'm just gonna snake around here. Alright, the count's at 17. Let's hope this all worked. 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, thank you. There we go. I usually don't have trouble with that. So now we are golden. Gonna status glitch again. There's a Kraken, just don't let go of the D-pad, and it's really scary, but he won't attack you. And there's the wind again. The wind made me lose 2 more steps, which is fine. We're gonna do some really old strats to end up Ambrosia. But I do have a really nice manipulation for leaving Ambrosia. But what I'm gonna do is called the 98 step strat. And another status glitch to freeze that Kraken in place. Hopefully he doesn't give me a rough time. Alright, this should be fine. And one thing control me here, leaving, we could get attacked immediately, so let's cross our fingers. Okay, we're good, we're good. Okay. Phew! Yeah, Ultima 4 is all about the gold grind at the beginning, and getting very large chests, and getting a certain amount of gold before you reach Minnock. So here we go, we're gonna get another save going here. We've gotta reset that RNG for one final manipulation here. So there's these moon gates that can teleport you around, and we're gonna be using those here pretty soon, and they take you to places based on what the moons are at. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go for 18. Let's go for 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 38. Let's go for 48. Let's go for 58. Let's go for 68. Let's go for 78. Let's go for 88. And let's go for 98, and then let's get out of here. That was 98 steps. But why did you do that, Yogi? Why would you walk around 98 times? Well, I could have hit the B button 98 times, but that's really risky. So let's see, these guys are pretty nice. This looks like the right RNG. We did that to fix the RNG of the world, and we're gonna get to this portal up here. Unfortunately, it's gonna disappear as soon as we get here, but we're gonna mash to bring it back. We gotta get to new moon, half moon. These are really old strats. I don't do it this way anymore. So there we go. But these are probably the safest strats, I would say. And we're gonna go to 5 and cross our fingers again. Okay, good, good. That ship has a 1 in 5 chance of really trolling you. And we should get 1 pirate. Boom. Triple 1 pirate. Well, it took a couple attempts on the on that second pirate, but this is how the run should be, with 1 pirate every time. And look what happens. We manipulated this ship into this moat. That was previously a task strat only. But that's what the 98 steps was for. And that allows us to skip a whole cave. We skipped the Mark of the Snake, or the Mark of the Serpent, and the Silver Horn. Oh man, those guys are being jerks. Fortunately, they match your Y coordinate before X, so they'll just come down. Then you can just status glitch again right past them. These dragons would easily defeat me. I'm gonna play this a little safe here. Hello? Okay, there we go. Phew, man, that was kind of a really bad RNG in here. So here we go, our favorite enemy. Floors appears. So there's 8 invisible floors we have to defeat. One could say this is the final boss. And they always appear in the same places every time. So 3 of them are down, so let's adjust the wizards. The most dangerous enemy of all time here. Oh man. Will Yogi lose? Okay, the ranger's work is done. And that's about 7 of them down. Now we gotta do some mashing. This dragon can come up, but if we mash good enough, we can get our mana back before he comes. So that should be enough mana. There we go. More than enough. Don't worry guys, we're almost there. The very bricks of the fortress rose up against them, and great is the bard's tale of their struggle to reach their mortal foe. Best kills floors. So yeah, I don't know why there isn't a sprite or anything for these guys. If that's how it is in the PC version. This must be the most fearsome enemy we've encountered so far. Forget the Dragon Lord. Alright, don't worry guys, we can still lose. Because after this, we have to get past the rocks. Let's put in the code right. If you don't put in that code right, it just says everyone in the party is dead, and then you have to start back at your last save point. So here we go. Let's cross our fingers again. This isn't. I don't think this route is very marathon safe. However, we didn't have to do gold duping, so it's probably still faster. Than the old ways. Okay. Please no falling rocks. Let's get out of here. Okay, that's good. Oh my god, no. Okay. I think I'm safe. I think we made it, guys. Oh man. Way overestimates time. Well, that's Ultima 3 on the NES, guys. That was a load-bearing boss indeed. I don't think that exit scene is in the PC version. But yeah, that was Ultima 3, guys. Thanks for having me. Sorry I screwed up a little manipulation there and lost a ton of time. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the best of the NES. And we'll catch you next time. Let's turn it back to the casting desk and just cut me off whenever you're ready.
Alright, well thanks, Yogi. Up next, we're getting back into Dragon Warrior. NES Cardinality makes his return performance here, this time doing Dragon Warrior 2.
Hey, thanks guys. It has been a